Do you believe that childhood bullying can push someone to take extreme actions later in life? Let's find out in this story. In the quiet town of Willow Creek, Lisa Monroe grew up under the weight of endless ridicule. From elementary school through high school, she was the target of cruel jokes, mean pranks, and relentless bullying. They called her names, mocked her appearance, and laughed at her dreams. Even the teachers turned a blind eye. To them, Lisa was just another awkward girl who would never amount to anything. But Lisa had a plan. She knew she wasn't like the rest. She wasn't the prettiest or the most popular, but she was smart. She had dreams of making it big, of leaving Willow Creek behind and proving to everyone that she was worth something. Years later, Lisa did exactly that. At 28, she was a self-made millionaire, a best-selling author, and a motivational speaker. Her books on overcoming adversity had changed lives. She had wealth, fame, and respect. But there was one thing she didn't have: peace. Because something sinister was happening back in Willow Creek. The mysterious disappearances. One by one, the people who tormented Lisa in her childhood were vanishing. First, it was Marcy Stevens, the high school queen bee who once humiliated Lisa in front of the entire school. Then it was Brandon Carter, the star quarterback who spread cruel rumors about her. And then came Jason Hughes, the class clown who made her life miserable. Each disappearance was eerily similar. No signs of struggle, no forced entry, no clues left behind. The town was gripped with fear. The police were baffled. There was no pattern, no motive, until someone made the connection. Every missing person had one thing in common: Lisa Monroe. The investigation. Detective Daniel Carter, a seasoned officer with a sharp mind, was assigned to the case. He had followed Lisa's rise to fame and respected her story. But when he saw the list of missing persons, he couldn't ignore the glaring connection. He reached out to Lisa, requesting an interview. Lisa welcomed him into her lavish Los Angeles home with open arms, appearing calm and cooperative. "I heard about the disappearances," she said, her voice steady. "It's terrible, but I had nothing to do with it." Daniel observed her closely. She seemed sincere, but something felt off. He had spent years reading people, and Lisa's controlled demeanor was unsettling. "Do you still keep in touch with anyone from Willow Creek?" he asked. Lisa hesitated, then shook her head. "No, I left that place behind. Why would I?" But Daniel knew better. He dug deeper into Lisa's past and found something chilling: the hidden connection. Lisa had been funding a private investigation into her former bullies for years. Bank records showed she had hired people to track them, to dig into their lives, and to uncover their darkest secrets. But that wasn't the most shocking discovery. In an abandoned house on the outskirts of Willow Creek, police found an underground bunker. Inside were photographs, news clippings, and disturbing notes. Messages scrawled across the walls read, "They got what they deserved. No one remembers the victim until she fights back." Then came the final, horrifying revelation. A hidden compartment contained personal items belonging to the missing individuals. Marcy's necklace, Brandon's watch, Jason's wallet. Lisa was taken into custody that night. The trial of the century. The case exploded in the media. The world was divided. Was Lisa Monroe a mastermind seeking revenge, or was she a woman pushed too far? During the trial, Lisa's lawyers argued that she was the real victim. They painted a picture of a broken girl who had suffered years of torment, only to take matters into her own hands. But the evidence was overwhelming. Then came Lisa's testimony. "I never wanted revenge," she said, tears streaming down her face. "I wanted justice, but no one cared when I was the one suffering. They only care now because the bullies are gone." The jury deliberated for days. In the end, Lisa was found guilty of orchestrating the disappearances, but not of causing harm. because the individuals were never found. Some believed she had them hidden away. Others thought she simply made them disappear into the unknown. To this day, no one knows the full truth. The haunting legacy. Lisa Monroe remains behind bars, but her story continues to haunt Willow Creek. Some call her dangerous. Others call her a survivor. But one thing is certain, no one will ever forget the girl they mocked. And no one will ever underestimate the power of unresolved pain. A chilling revelation. Years later, a shocking discovery reignited the case. A hiker stumbled upon a hidden cave deep in the woods outside Willow Creek. Inside, police found a series of makeshift cells, long abandoned but still filled with chilling evidence. Shackles, old food wrappers, and claw marks on the walls. And then, something even more disturbing, a diary. The entries, scrawled in shaky handwriting, belonged to Brandon Carter. He described being taken in the middle of the night, locked away in darkness, and forced to relive his past through a series of psychological tests and punishments. The last entry read, "She said she forgave us, but she'll never let us go." Authorities never confirmed if Lisa had an accomplice or if she had orchestrated everything alone. Some believe the missing individuals are still out there somewhere, hidden away in an unknown location, trapped in a nightmare of Lisa's making. But the truth? The truth may never be fully uncovered. Moral of the story: bullying leaves deep scars that can last a lifetime. The pain it causes doesn't always fade. It can transform into something dangerous. Lisa Monroe's story is a chilling reminder that cruelty can have lasting consequences, and the past has a way of catching up with those who inflict harm. But revenge is never the answer. Justice should be sought through the right means, not through personal retribution. In the end, darkness only breeds more darkness. If there's one lesson to take away, it's this: treat people with kindness, because you never know who they'll become and what they might do when they've had enough. Do you think Lisa Monroe was a victim who snapped, or a mastermind who planned everything carefully? Should the police have taken her childhood suffering into account when judging her actions? If you were in Lisa's shoes, would you have sought justice legally, or would you have let go of the past? Share your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling true crime content. See you in the next one.